The Philippines is a tropical country with a disease pattern similar to that of India. The conditions are not harsh, with the weather being fair and enjoyable throughout the year. People in the Philippines are warm and inviting. Though it is a melting pot of culture, people don't seem to have a problem with a difference of religion, race, and nationality. This open environment helps the immigrants and tourists to adjust and call the Philippines home.
The Philippines is one of the safest places in the world, and the living conditions are really good and it's really easy. And I like it that you're surrounded with people from all around the world, so you don't get the feeling of being in a strange place.
Filipinos are the friendliest, most approachable people you can find. It makes life adjusting to this place a lot easier, and I thank them for that.
The Philippines, being under the colonial influence of Spain and the U.S., has the most innovative curriculums following the American education system. The medical curriculum is comprehensively designed, focusing more on the new mandates for medical education, with early clinical integration and emphasis on interactive learning process.
The subject is the same. The only difference is how the subject is implemented. I think the biggest plus point for the Philippines is that they follow the American education system, while the others follow the British education system. The American education system teaches the students how to think out of the box, and so allows them to create their own opinion about the world.
The classroom atmosphere is created in such a way that it inculcates and creates interest among the students on the subject. The lectures are made lively with the help of audiovisual aids, using interactive teaching techniques. Rather than just the formal lecture, students are encouraged to participate in classroom discussions.
The classroom atmosphere is very lively. During the first year of medicine, we were given clinical cases for us to present on. Though it was really scary at the start, it actually helps you in the overall development. We got to work in teams and correlate what you have learned in theory to a clinical setting. I still remember our first case in biochemistry on diabetic ketoacidosis. We were given a set of symptoms and we were asked to present it. It took us a couple of days to figure out the diagnosis. We had to scroll through the whole book of Harper's and do our own research. Working online in teams, what we learned is nothing compared to what we presented. Thank God the lectures are made lively with the help of visual aids and three-dimensional models. They help you understand the concept better. Just memorizing for the sake of memorizing is honestly really pointless. Not with the complex nature of human body and its hundreds and thousands of diseases.
Unlike most traditional systems, research is incorporated into the curriculum and made mandatory for every student. The students are encouraged to choose a topic of their choice, going beyond the knowledge attained from books. The students are guided in every step of this process and are given access to all the facilities they need. This even gives students the opportunity to get their research papers published in well-renowned journals alongside famous scientists, which is an achievement for a medical student.
It's mandatory for us to conduct and submit a research paper in each subject. With this comes great pressure, but it actually helps us a lot, introducing us to this constantly evolving world with new things discovered each day. This helps broaden our minds, but it also helps build our resumes.
So it's all in one package. We become healthcare providers, researchers, educators, learners, social mediators, and finally, managers. And this is all possible because of the help of some of the best mentors I've ever met.
The student assessment is designed in such a way that the overall performance of the student is assessed. The students are graded according to a set of criteria that allot separate marks for class standing and presentations, and not merely the exam marks like in India.
The pattern of exams are actually quite incredible, you know? Apart from your daily quizzes, seat works, and your activities, you have a series of exams. You have prelim, midterms, your pre-finals, and then your finals. You know, it's better than piling up all the topics and studying it at the end of the year. You're given an opportunity to improve yourself in your other exams as well.
The exam pattern is mostly objective, so you have to study on the whole concept not just to rely on the previous questions or guidebooks, which I usually hear from my friends doing medicine in India. It's actually good to know that the books like Gray's Anatomy, Boron's Physiology, Robbins Pathology, Harrison's, which are usually used as reference books by them, are my textbooks here, which I study page to page and line to line.
Their classes are handled by highly respected practicing physicians, with each of them experts in their field of specialization. The students not only gain theoretical knowledge from them, but also an opportunity to gain clinical knowledge which their professors share by correlating theory with the clinical aspects seen in their patients.
It's actually really amazing to know that the doctors who come to visit our classes are known to be the best in their fields. It really motivates us because we know that they really know what they're talking about and they're really good at it too. And you know, as I sit in class and I listen, it's really motivational because I just sit there and hope that one day I can be just like them.
Our lecturers always reminds us that if you have any problem or you have any doubt, you just have to look for them and then talk to them. Their support is really important to us because med school seems crazy sometimes. And without that guidance and support, we might get lost.
The student assessment is designed in such a way where a student's understanding is tested. New teaching modalities are introduced such as case-based discussion, module, small group learning, and broadened methods of student assessment to include evaluation of clinical competency via OSCE and students' class standing.
Highly educated doctors and mentors not only teach us, but they also allow us to start learning and thinking in our very first year. This is why we have a lot of problem-based learning.
The program's competency is supported and fortified through the presence of different laboratories and equipment. Lectures are held at air-conditioned rooms and modern lecture halls. The schools have complete and modern facilities that include an administrative office, anatomy dissection laboratory, integrated biochemistry, physiology, pathology, microbiology, and parasitology laboratories, and an animal research laboratory. The medical library is fully equipped with thousands of reference books, journals, and online journals.
I'm really happy to choose Philippines for pursuing my career in medicine. All your dreams of fancy medical schools, with you doing experiments in your fancy white coat, actually come true here. The schools provide you with all the best infrastructure you could ever imagine of, but this comes with a great responsibility and under a great pressure.
The students will also have the convenience of having a campus with Wi-Fi connection and computer labs. The schools have up-to-date and efficient medicine curriculum. Medical devices used in real hospital setups are provided so that once the students start training, they are ready and able to use all they need to render the best medical care. Cadavers and preserved human components are even provided to enhance their studies. These cadavers are bought and preserved by the school to maximize learning and quality education. The cadaver-student ratio is not more than 1 to 8. As a student is then exposed to medical practice, the school has formulated a system of learning in which students are able to have hands-on experience. This is done under the meticulous guidance of clinical preceptors.
Education here is more hands-on. We're given direct access to our patients, and we do procedures under guidance. Deliveries, appendectomies, endoscopies, and colonoscopies. We also get to witness some life-threatening procedures done by our consultants. As a medical student, this is a rare opportunity given to us.
The curriculum also focuses on making us a well-rounded physician by including subjects on professionalism and arts and science of medicine, where you actually learn how to communicate with the patients.
During the 4th year of medical school, students are subjected to different areas of rotation, such as pediatrics, OB/GYN, surgery, medicine, ophthalmology, neuroscience, EENY, dermatology, radiology, psychiatry, burn, emergency, and community medicine.
All kinds of diseases that we studied during the 2nd and 3rd year are seen during our internship. I got to see many cases of dengue, kidney stones, and UTI. I also got to see some rare diseases like the Sheehan syndrome. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be a good clinician.
The schools partner with various government and private hospitals with the aim of strengthening the competency of the students for clinical training.
Are you really in search of a place with good clinical exposure? I think Philippines is one of the best. In Philippines, the students are exposed not only to base hospitals but also to well-renowned hospitals both in government and private hospital settings. In private hospitals, we get to observe and see our mentors dealing with a wide range of complicated cases. And in government hospitals, we get exposed to large number of cases wherein we apply our acquired knowledge and enhance our skills, giving us hands-on exposure.
The partnership with these hospitals allows the students to practice and hone their skills. The schools ensure that the clinical training component of the students are monitored, met, and taken care of. There are many batches of Indian students the school has produced. The hundreds of competent Indian doctors prove that the Philippines is a great training ground for Indian medical students because both countries share the same climate and disease pattern. The general passing rate of Indians who study in medical schools abroad is around 9%. However, in the Philippines, the passing rate is an astounding 80 to 90%. Graduates of medical schools from the Philippines have topped the Indian National Medical Board exam.
All the graduates from the Philippines are always in an upper hand when it comes to the MCI screening test. It is very evident from the pass percentage. The main reason I could say is the clinical exposure we get here in the Philippines. FMG screening test has mainly two parts with the second part focused on clinical questions. It's where we get to perform far better compared to students from the other countries.
Aside from MCI screening, students are also equipped to take up other competitive exams like USMLE and licensure exams for other countries like Australia, Singapore, and New Zealand. Graduates from the Philippines are now well-renowned doctors practicing medicine across the globe. It is also good to know that the Philippines is the second largest exporter of physicians in the USA.
After graduating from the Philippines, clearing MCA will not be a big issue for me. Graduating from the Philippines will give me many post-graduation options to choose from. I can do residency training in USA, New Zealand or Australia by taking licensure exams or pursue postgraduate studies in India. Studying medicine in India wouldn't give these benefits.